Hey everyone, this is Rjon Robbins from howtomanageasmalllawfirm.com. And May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, Tuesday afternoon. And we just took a couple hours to get out of the office for a little while. It's just one of those days that you just have to be out of the office. And I just want to spend a few minutes talking to you about accounts receivables. Kind of a strange topic, but it's something that just came to mind at the moment. I'm going to put the camera ahead of me because, I don't know, just an interesting view. So, anyway, I just want to talk about why accounts receivables are like absolute poison for a law firm. I just don't think that I can overemphasize just how dangerous accounts receivables are for a small law firm. Obviously, it sucks because you don't have the cash. That's the obvious part. But there's actually a much more dangerous and a much more insidious effect of accounts receivables on a small law firm. And here's what it is. Client owes you the money. That's bad enough. But then what happens, and it's a very predictable thing that we see in law firm after law firm, is that eventually the client will start to convince themselves that they don't owe you the money. And pretty soon, what will happen is, if you're not careful, if you don't go out and fix the problem, and there are some very simple things you can do to rehabilitate a client and to collect your accounts receivables, if you don't do that, what's going to happen is pretty soon, the next step is they're going to start to convince themselves that you actually did something wrong. And that's how they'll start to justify why they don't owe you the money. It's sick, it's perverse, it's dangerous for your law firm, it's politically incorrect, I know, but it's still true. So, what we do to collect accounts receivables is, the first thing is we run an aged account receivables report. And any bookkeeper should be able to run this report for you very, very easily, very simply. And you just break the accounts receivables down into category, 30, 60, 90, and more than 90 days old. And then you go through and you work on the easiest ones to collect first. The temptation is to go after the oldest ones first, but that's really the wrong way to do it, in my experience. The best way to do it is really go after the easiest ones to collect first. And you literally just pick up the phone, forget about fancy letters and all the fancy stuff. Just pick up the phone and you call your client and you say, listen, your bill is outstanding. What do we need to do to get you to pay the bill? What has to happen? And 9 times out of 10, the client has some sort of reason why they haven't paid you. And it's either going to be that they feel that you still owe them some work. Might be a fair point for them to have. You might still actually owe them some work. Get the work done and get paid. An unbilled client is not the same thing as an account receivable. So it might be that you discover that the client has a legitimate reason why they feel that they shouldn't pay you yet, or you might find that there's a problem with your relationship with the client that you're going to use this opportunity to discover, and then you can do something about it and fix it. Because I guarantee you, if one client isn't paying you or isn't paying you on time because they feel that there's something that they didn't get from your representation of them, I guarantee you got 10 other clients out there who feel the same way. So listen, we're about to pull into the dock, and then we're going to go over there to Scotty's Landing to get a burger, and then we're going to go back to the office because it's about, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. We just took off for an hour or two just to recharge the batteries here. And that's something else I want to encourage everyone to do, is just get out of the office once in a while. You don't have to take a vacation, you don't have to go out of town. Just go to the park, go to the museum, surprise your kids at school and take them somewhere fun and unexpected. Surprise your wife or your husband. You got to recharge the batteries. The law firm has to work for you. Okay, well listen, I got to dock the boat. I'll talk to everyone later, and hopefully you'll join us on the teleseminar, how to double the revenues of your small law firm in 12 months or less, and play golf every Friday afternoon. Or for me, it's boating. snorkeling, scuba diving, that kind of thing. All right. By the way, that forklift, the one on the right, the yellow and blue one, it almost dropped the boat earlier. It was the wildest thing I ever saw. All right, the boat will be up on the rack. I'll be having lunch. I'll be back in the office, and you know, if I have to work an extra hour this afternoon, big deal. I'm loving life. You gotta love your life. You gotta be a happy lawyer. Happy lawyers make more money. All right, I'm out.